Hi guys, it's Kara. I'm back again, and hopefully I have entertained a few people last week. I am SK Morris 2 on Ravelry and Instagram. Hopefully I've scooted the camera back this week far enough so I don't look like a talking head or the church lady off Saturday Night Live, as I've gotten some comments from my family and friends. Still trying to get this video camera thing down. Anyway, I want to thank my subscribers. I really appreciate you subscribing and all of the comments that I've gotten, and on Instagram, the followers that I've gotten also. It just makes me happy to know that there's other people out there that enjoy the same crafts and same pastimes, and it's lots of fun. Okay, so this week, my FOs, I talked about making the little hippo in the book. This is her. That's her little face. She's got the little safety eyes and her little flower and her shoes, and that's the little hippo I made for my cousin's little girl, Olivia, and I'll be mailing her off next week. I wanted to show her to you guys so I can mail her off so she'll have her for Easter. And I also have another finished object. Actually, this is my daughter's finished object. She knit this just red heart, black and white yarn, 2 strands, and she actually did it on the loom knit. And then I helped her bind it off and then do the little bobble on the top. And we're doing donations, so this is going to go in our donation hats, and she's helping with that. And I also made her a promise that if she can get 10 hats done, I will let her come on one of the videos and show her 10 hats that she did and tell, what yarn, what colors, things like that. So we got that. And then another finished object I have is this cupcake washcloth. And as my oldest daughter pointed out, Mom, it's lopsided. Yeah, I think I did one too many rows right here. Oh well, it's a dishcloth. It doesn't really matter. It was fun, and it kept me from panicking. We had a tornado scare a few miles away here in Moore. It was just a couple miles from the house, so I knit that, or crocheted that during the tornado, and finished sewing it up after the tornado was all clear and good. I was sitting in the neighbor's garage next to the tornado shelter crocheting. I got the entire washcloth done. So I guess put me under stress and I can knit and crochet anything. Okay, so I got that finished, and I also finished a square for my Afghan, or an octagon, or whatever you want to call it. Got that done, the colors to it. So one more of these and I'll have a whole row I can put together that I can then sew on what I've already previously sewn together, and I only have a couple rows left. And it will be the border, and then I'll be done. So that's what I finished on finished projects. Let me see if there's anything else. Okay, I haven't done any more stitch markers. I'm going to work on those probably this weekend. And I'm also going to work on bags. My mom actually watched the podcast last week, and I think she subscribed, and she said, oh, zippers, you need help with zippers. I can tell you how to do zippers. I can help you. She apparently can sew very well, so she's going to help me sew some bags, or at least guide me in the right direction on how to sew the bags and get the zippers in them so they look cleaner and nicer on the lines on the zippers and the ends of them and everything. So maybe I'll have some of those for next podcast. If not, then maybe the one after that, if we can get together and work on that, or she can guide me and I can get some made. Works in progress, of course, still my Afghan. And my shawl I've been working on. My goal is to finish the swoosh shawlette that I'm doing out of the red wool-like yarn. My goal is to finish it by Easter, so I can wear it to my mother-in-law's for Easter, because it might still be cool. If not, it'll be cool in her house, so I can always wear it and wear it with like a dress to church that day or something. I was at 11 inches across the top yesterday when I started last night. Worked on it like an hour and a half, and it's already at 14 inches across the top. So I've gotten quite a bit done on it. If I can hold it up. It doesn't look very big, but it's about halfway there, and you increase like a stitch or 2 stitches every row. So it's going to be done. I'm making it a goal. I'm not casting anything else on or starting anything else until it's done. It will be done for Easter. That is my goal for this next week. And I also did cast on, because I'm doing dishcloths and hats for Christmas and for dishcloths for the family and stuff like that. I'm trying to do them all the time so I don't have to do so many right before Christmas. I cast on this one. It is called this C. It's the letter C. My sister-in-law's last name is Converse, so I am working on that. That is a free Ravelry pattern. And I've cast it on in just some cotton. And I've gotten the first 4 rows, the cast on in the first 4 knit rows done. So there's that. That's the yarn. I'm using my US 7. I think they're knit picks. I think that's what they are. Can't remember. The interchangeables, just on the cord. I like the cord, even though I could do this on probably straight ones. I like it better because with little kids and dogs and cats, it takes the chance of being pushed off the end of the needle. My 3-year-old takes the protectors off the end, so I just put it on the round one and I can push it down, and it's a lot harder to get off of there. So I've got that one going. That's something to do in between when I get bored with the shawl, because it is just knitting back and forth, and it's a lot. So it's like it gets boring. So change it up every now and then, or take it when I go to my daughter's soccer game or something. Let's see, that's what I've got in progress, is the sea washcloth and the shawlette. That's all I've got going. Well, other than my Afghan squares. That's all I've got going right now. But what is next? After I finish the shawlette, I want to have the purple yarn I showed you last week that I got from my local yarn shop. I am going to do a cowl, and I'm going to, from the Bakery Bears, I'm going to do their handbrake cowl when it comes out April 4th. I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to make out of that one. So it gives me time to finish my shawlette and then start that. And socks. I hadn't picked socks before the podcast, and then I remembered I had this pattern, very plain, but I thought it would be fun because I haven't done socks other than the one pair of worsted weight. So my first pair, it's a free pattern. It's the Vanilla Latte socks on Ravelry. That's what they look like. It's got a little patterning, but not anything crazy for the first time. I said last week I was going to pick one for my new yarn, and I think I'm going to try to wait until I've gotten a few more pairs of socks till I get my gauging and my sizing right for my foot with actual sock yarn before I use the more expensive yarn and find a little more intricate pattern for that to do. But for the Vanilla Latte socks, I think I'm going to do Peyton's Croy, and it's in the colorway of Blue Striped Rag. I think I'm going to do that one. That's showing up pretty good. So I thought those would be cute. Just some little socks. And let's see what else I've got for the handbrake cowls. What I want to cast on. I want to cast those socks on. Always trying to get hats crocheted or knitted. I've got to get on that for our donations and the washcloths for Christmas. I have to do, Paula and I are trying to get the hats up and ready to be donated we want to donate them no later than like the first week of October. And we have decided that we're going to donate, since we're doing ranges of micro preemie to like teen/adult size. We're just doing random hats, different, all of our scrap yarn we're making hats with. We think we've decided just to go one place instead of going several places and trying to get them all to people in different times. And we're going to take them to OU Children's Medical Center here in Oklahoma City. And there's micro preemie to high school 18-year-olds, so we're gonna just take them all there for this one, and then we might find some other donation places at a different time, maybe DHS for the children that come in and need hat, or in the wintertime or something like that the next time we do it. We're also trying to crochet knit a few toys to go along to OU Children, since there are small children and they need something to comfort them when they're in a scary situation being in the hospital. So we're going to get some of those going too. When we get those, I'll show you the hats as I make them and the toys. And when we get them all gathered up, I'm going to show all of them, even Paula's. So we've got our whole stash. I'll probably just do a short little video on that when we get them before we go take them and donate them. Let's see, we've got that, and I also have, even though I said I wasn't going to cast anything else on until I have that shawl done, hopefully I'll have it done. I'm hoping that I'll have it done by next weekend, because then I have 2 weeks. My cousin's wedding is the 18th, so I wanted to make her some dishcloths, and a towel ring holder and go get her a dish towel and make like a little kitchen set for her wedding gift. Hopefully I'll have that done before I go up there because I really wanted to give it to her at her wedding. Shouldn't take too long. I should be able to get it done if I just make myself work at it. And then I've got, let's see what else. Oh, the very important one, laying on the table, making sure I didn't have anything else before I talked about this one, is I'm making a poncho for my mom. My mom, I asked her if she wanted something, and she said she wanted a poncho. So we went through patterns and looked at stuff, and I've had it for a while. I've had the yarn for a while. Mom, I haven't started it. But as she said last video, you didn't say anything about my poncho on there. So, Mom, I'm talking about your poncho. When the shalette's done, the cowl, the poncho, and my socks are what I'm going to cast on as my big projects. The little things are the washcloths and hats in between. The poncho, since it is crocheted, I don't believe it's going to take me very long to get it done, and it's thicker yarn. It is a free pattern off Ravelry, and it actually goes to Lion Brand, so it's a free pattern on Ravelry, but it links you to Lion Brand, and it's just called the cowl neck poncho. I didn't print the picture out. I didn't want to waste a lot of ink, but I know what it looks like. Here's the body of what it's going to, the picture. It's going to just be a poncho with a cowl neck to it, so it's not an open neck. It's more like a cowl. It'll be really cute. This is the yarn. I love this yarn. It is Loops and Threads Charisma. This is so pretty. It's not really showing up very well. It's more mauves and deep purples and maroons and black and gray and white or off-white. The colorway is Holiday, but it's really not Holiday. Okay, it's Holiday, but it doesn't look Holiday. It's reds and, it's not no red. There's like pinks and purples and burgundies and, okay. Anyway, that's Loops and Threads. That's what I'm going to do her yarn, her cowl out of. It is a 5 bulky, so like I said, I don't think it's going to take very long to make that super squishy. So she'll really like that. Shh, no barking. And then that is my last project to talk about that I want to get started after I get my shawlette finished next weekend and continue on my little projects and bags and things like that when I've got free time. It's been pretty crazy. I've got 3 kids, dogs, school. They were out of school yesterday unexpectedly because we had the tornadoes here and more. We didn't get any damage. We were really close. We do know people that did get damage, family and some friends. Everybody's okay, but it's scary, very scary. We have these all the time, so it's kind of like, oh, it's a thunderstorm. Oh, it's a tornado. Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes here. This is Tornado Alley. We live in Moore, Oklahoma. That's just what happens. So I really had them here yesterday. That's the reason my podcast is not getting up till today. It's really hard to do it when they're here, and I've told them in the summertime, when it's time for me to do my video, then they are to play outside with their brother unless he's taking a nap like he is currently. There to keep him entertained and quiet so I don't have any distractions because, boy, let me tell you, if they were on the video, this would be like an hour and a half long. It would be insane. I would be screaming. They would be screaming. Dogs would be barking. Yeah, we wouldn't get any knitting or crochet time at all talking about it. So they've got a pretty good routine of what they're going to be doing this summer when it's time to video, because I'm not doing that. So let's see what else. This weekend, life plans. Tonight, actually, this is why I wanted to get my video done before anybody got home from school. After my daughter I've got an hour left to work, and then after that, my daughter gets home from school here shortly. I've got to fix her hair, her makeup, get her all dressed. She's got her 8th grade formal dance tonight. Oh my gosh, she's so excited. We'll put pictures on Instagram, so if you want to see her, she'll be on Instagram. She'll be super cute. She's 13, so she thinks she's big stuff, fixing to go to high school. And then I've got also friends of ours that their daughter's on our soccer team. With my daughter, they all play soccer together. They're coming to get Lauren because Sarah has to be at her dance at 6:30. Well, soccer practice starts at 6. And my husband's in meetings all day, so he won't be here to help. So my friends are going to come and pick up Lauren and take her to soccer practice. I have to get Sarah ready, take her to the dance, drop her off, go to soccer, get Lauren, come home, feed those, my daughter and my 3-year-old. Husband will be home at some point. Then I'm going to sit down and relax and probably knit on that shawl because that's probably all I'm going to want to do, that and drink a hot cup of tea or coffee. And then I will go back and get my daughter or my husband from the dance at 9, and we will go to bed sometime tonight, hopefully before midnight. We stay up really late usually. And then I've got to get up tomorrow morning. He actually has to be out of town for a work thing tomorrow. So leave it all to Mom. We get to get up. We get to do, I'm supposed to sew a bag for my mom. She wants to see these little bags that I've been sewing and look at it and see if she can help me with the pattern and a zipper on it. She wants me to sew one, so I'm going to be doing that tomorrow morning. I might try to do it tonight so I don't have to do it tomorrow morning. And I'm going to take it to the soccer game so she can see it and tell me what I did wrong, what I need to do better. She's going to be my sewing guidance. No, kitty, don't come over here. And she is going to show me on what to do on that, hopefully. And so we have soccer game at noon tomorrow, and then we have a soccer game at 2 or 3 on Saturday or Sunday. And it's supposed to be beautiful this weekend, so we're also going to be outside with the kids, letting them play. Now that it's drying up from the rain and the tornado, we're just going to let them play outside and enjoy the relaxing day other than going to the soccer game. So other than that, hopefully I can get some knitting in there. I'm sure I can, especially sitting outside with the kids. I can sit out while they're playing and knit. And that's pretty much it until next week. I don't have any other projects other than what I've told you. I mean, it doesn't sound like I'm like, oh, I don't have anything else. Come on, really? It's like, how do I do this? Keeping it all going. It's crazy. But anyway, that's my life. That's what I enjoy doing. Just knitting, crocheting. That's my relaxation. Taking care of the kids, working. It's just every day. This is just how it goes. And hopefully we'll have a bunch of fun things happen in the next few weeks with soccer, and I'll have some more to report about her games. They did win their first game last week. It was 3-1. It's her first year playing, so it was her first soccer game. We're extremely proud, and she's loving it. So that's the most important thing, is she's loving it. But they were so excited they won. 10-year-old girls, that's all I can say. They were excited. But hopefully we can win some more, and she'll be even more excited. She wants to stick with it, so we will keep sticking with it as long as she wants to, and hopefully we can have some more to report. And any pictures will be on Instagram, like I said, of soccer games, any updates on projects I'm working on. I put pictures on there when I'm done with stuff. So find me on there on SK Morris 2 on Instagram, and I would love to have you follow. Anyway, everybody have a wonderful day, and I hope you have a great weekend. Hope your weather's wonderful wherever you are and you enjoy your time with your family. Bye.